are rolling on here. Okay. So, now I want to play something for you real quick. I was hoping Jeff would be here for this because you find it funny. Huh? Oh, well, he was sick. Here, let's get pouring first.
Brand new bottle.
Yep. And your brand new bottle.
Yeah. I got 2 down here. Yay!
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because I brought the other one down.
Oh, okay. Now, like I said, what this is the opening, kind of part of the opening for one of Kevin Smith's podcasts.
Okay.
It's called Hollywood Babylon. He and this guy, Ralph Garman, do the show together. It's kind of what inspired me to do this show was that one and the other one Kevin does with his best friend. They're kind of just sitting around drinking one.
Whoa.
And Kevin always bakes before he goes out.
Right.
And this just cracked me up. I know Jeff, when he hears this, he's going to laugh. It's not a video, it's just audio.
It is Friday night in Hollywood, so let's babble the fuck on. I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Ralph Garman.
Hey!
Why, hello, all
Copyright
you
Smodco.
nice people.
You're in charge of the show tonight, man.
Well, that's a hell of a thing.
I've heard that
Start-
before.
Usually, right before the show, I always smoke before I go. I'm on a new strain. Right as I got here, I was like, fuck. So, yeah, it's a new sensation this evening. So, if I'm like a little delayed or something like that, that's why.
It's a fine time to tell me that.
We didn't really have a chance to talk
Wow,
backstage.
I've heard these words before.
We've had this very conversation.
You'll be fine, dude. You'll be fine. You're good at this.
Yeah, 45 minutes
I look
later.
forward to
Jeff, get
watching
over
it.
here.
That's not the idea at all. It's supposed to be a two-hander, as they
Don't
say.
fucking harsh my buzz, man. It was gonna be a good time.
All right.
Yeah.
That's his latest episode. I was listening to that on headphones doing yard work as usual. And I just started laughing.
Right. And I can't handle any sort of responsibility whatsoever when it comes to this show. So,
Yeah.
you
So
know,
thank God Jeff was here that night.
well, we did call Jeff. Get over here.
Well, yeah. Copyright Kevin Smith's Podco. Don't sue me. Let's just make it a point.
Sue him. Sue him.
Sue him, shout out. Yeah, I don't have anything but this. You can have my microphone. That's all I have.
Sue him. That way we can hang out. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, good
Yeah,
point.
Sue him.
So-
Sue him. Take all his money, and I'll buy you a beer. How about that?
He doesn't drink. You'd have to buy him weed.
I'll buy you some weed, and I'll have beer.
Yeah,
Whatever.
beer, yeah.
You know, it's-
Because God knows I can't have any weed anymore. Senator, I can neither confirm or deny. It's like that scene in PC with Gutter.
Yeah, I know.
It's Gutter, man. All right, this is Rum Rants with Rob and Jay. With me for right now is Jay. We might have another person step in later, but we're not sure quite yet. And also, I'm playing with some video equipment here, just because the next episode, which we'll talk about a little later, we are going to definitely videotape the next episode. It's going to
the
be a
next
bigger deal.
episode. That sounds so Star Trek-y. The next episode.
Well, in a way, that's actually it's probably going to be the geekiest one we've had yet.
All right.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it. But we'll get to that in a little bit. First off, it's been a while since we recorded. A lot of stuff happened. Jay, I know a lot of stuff happened on my end. What happened with you between now and then? Anything interesting?
Nope.
Nothing interesting at all. Not a bit.
No.
Not a bit.
No, not really. Just life, man.
Life,
Life.
man. All right, Chong. All right. Well, okay, fine. Nothing really happened on your end. I had a lot of stuff go on. Most notably, the two biggest things. The wife and I went down to California a few weeks ago and went to the Mickey Mouse's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yeah.
And spent 4 days at Disneyland and a night at the Queen Mary and a couple other places, Newport Beach.
Did you see any ghosts?
We saw lots of ghosts. They were dressed up, here and there. There was a couple.
Not exactly the ghosts
I know what you
was
mean.
talking about.
We went to the haunted house, the haunted mansion rather.
Did you see any ectoplasmic?
No. And we did see some really awesome costumes though. We were dressed as Mary and Bert from the Jolly Holiday scene of Mary Poppins. Tons of Mary Poppins, tons of Berts there, but most of them were the chimney sweeper ones. The dark outfit for Mary and the chimney sweep for Bert. There was only one other one there as the Jolly Holiday ones, and they kicked our ass. Like they were fell right out of the movie. They were amazing, and ours was really good. We got there kind of early, and I just want to tell this one little story about what happened. First off, we saw tons of really cool costumes. The best of which was a kid, probably 15, 16, dressed as Captain EO, head to toe, the exact outfit, the hair, the little fuzzy thing on his shoulder. You've never seen Captain EO, have you?
I have no idea.
Okay, Captain EO was Michael Jackson's attraction at Disneyland.
Okay.
It's a science fiction. It was done by him and Lucas, and it's really cute. It's really nostalgic.
I remember happening. It just
yeah, I'll show you a picture later. But it's one of those things that we're glad we saw it last year when we took our kid to go, because that was the last year they did it. It's gone. It's not there anymore. But anyway, that was the best one. But to get to that, we get there. Now, when you come for the Halloween party at Disneyland, we'd been there for 3 days already as regular guests. So we'd done everything, the rides. It was insane that week. It's not only was it Halloween week, it's the 60th anniversary of Disneyland, so it's just fucking nuts.
Right.
First night we actually didn't care much for it, but the other 2 days were really good. So for the party though, we didn't have tickets for the day, so we killed time at the downtown Disney area, went shopping and whatnot, and then got in our outfits, and we're almost at a meltdown putting our outfit together, but we got there eventually, and went into the park. They let the people in the costumes come in about like 3 o'clock, I think. Because normally you can Disney bound, which is wearing the colors of Disney, but you can't actually wear costumes except on Halloween, and only if you have a ticket. So we had a ticket, we got our little wristbands, we walked in, and since we got there so early, everyone just freaked out about our outfits. I mean, it really caused everybody stopped and said something. It was really sweet, nice. And we had a really good time with that. Now, the crux of the story or the apex of the story. We were standing in line for, of all things, the Storybook Canal. Now, the Storybook Canal is about the most benign ride. It's one of the originals. Mm-hmm. It's been modified over the years. It's about one of the most benign rides you can possibly go on. It goes about 1 mile an hour. It's kind of like Small World, but with storybook stuff. So you see Aladdin's castle, and you see little tiny miniatures of things. It's really kind of goofy. As we're standing in line, there's quite a few people in line, and there was this family, and this family had these 2 little girls. One little girl, the typical, and then another one had those really big, thick Coke bottle glasses, and kind of the cross-eyed a little bit. And we'd seen her, and she'd made an exclamation when we passed her, because of course we were in costume, and we didn't quite catch it. And her grandmother, because you know how the lines kind of go in a zigzag, like a crossways. Right. Well, we kept passing them, and then the grandmother grabbed Amber real quick and said, "Hey, we have to leave here in a little bit," because they're already announcing everybody's not going to the party, needs to vacate. And she's been looking for Mary Poppins all day. Yeah. And Amber's like, "Oh," and she's like, and she's almost totally blind. Yeah. So all she caught was the colors walking by. That's why she squealed. And Amber just lost it. She's like, because her grandma says, "Can you just pretend? It would be okay if you just pretended to be Mary Poppins for her." It was the most darling thing. I mean, I didn't feel right taking I might have got a picture of it, but I didn't take any video because it was weird. But this Amber it was one of the most amazing things. This little girl got right up on Amber and said, "You're wearing," she told her the dress she recognized the colors of the dress from Jolly Holiday. Amber wore this little, those little mini top hats? Well, there was like a mini hat that she found that looked kind of like the one Mary Poppins, and it's a lot easier than the big thing she actually wears in this movie. And the girl asked her, "Where's your big hat?" And Amber said something to the effect of, "Well, we're here for the party, and it's too much, it's too big. I left it in the cloud," or wherever she said she left it. Right. And the little girl was just losing her mind. It was insane. And then she says, "Well, where's Bert?" Because I stepped out of her field of vision, what little there was. And Amber kind of moved her. "He's right here." And all she saw was my striped vest that I was wearing. And she reached up and touched it. And she said, "Oh, okay." And then turned back to Amber. Oh my God. And then, of course, the line moved on. We said goodbye, and Amber started crying. It was just nuts. It was just crazy. But so that being the very wonderful thing that happened to us between the last recording and this one. And then real quick, the bad thing that happened to us. The reason why we don't have any Halloween pictures posted online is because we didn't have a Halloween party.
That is true.
That is true. We did not have a Halloween party, our big, huge annual Halloween party, because my basement flooded. Basically the room right next to the one we're sitting in now, where we always record right here. Luckily my equipment didn't get ruined, but that bedroom back there got flooded. A gutter backed up and poured through the window in the basement, because we don't have real windows. They're like those pushed in kind of things, old things. And sure enough, water filled in there at like 3 in the afternoon, and it was the huge storm Halloween night here in the Northwest in Portland.
Yeah, I was on my way here, and I get this phone call from Amber, and Amber is screaming into the phone, "I don't know what to do." I'm like, "What?"
Meanwhile,
The
I'm
basement-
downstairs running the vacuum and
The
moving.
basement's flooded. Rob's freaking out. Da, 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 da. And like just pure panic mode. And so I have this like vision in my head to where like the basement is like halfway filled with water, because that's what it sounded like. Like you're literally
Like
waist
we had a
deep.
pool down here.
Yeah, like waist deep in water. I'm like, all right, so what do we do? And I'm like, I said, give me 1 second, because I was literally on the road and I
You're in traffic, right?
in traffic
Yeah.
during a torrential downpour. So
Yeah.
I had to pull over
It
somewhere.
was flooding all over town.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
If you saw like the local transit, or the transit train was half full of water
Stand by.
as well.
Go ahead.
And so I pull over and I'm like, all right. She's like, how do you get the water out? And I said, first you have to stop the water from coming in.
Which is why I was scrambling all over the place. I was trying to do that.
Yeah. And I was like,
Because I had to find where it was coming from.
I was like, go grab, 5 bags of 50-pound kitty litter and just block it. And just start redirecting the water. And I started going off on things to do. And she's like, all right, thank you. And then what? I was like, just. So I live about 45 minutes average away.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really like rush over here to like help out. So I started calling a few places and hit one place to get water pumps. So I'm expecting this huge flood downstairs. This huge flood.
Meanwhile, this whole has been going on. We've been vacuuming, pulling carpets up, moving equipment. We've just been running like crazy.
Right. But I didn't know that. All I know is the basement is waist high in water.
That's all you know.
So I grabbed 2 industrial-sized pumps to pump out the water. I get here, mind you, this is only 45 minutes later, and I'll give you an hour. I'll give you an hour and 15 minutes.
Time kind of went weird at that point. I have no idea how long it was.
I'll give you about an hour and 15 minutes, because it did take me a few minutes to get the pumps and everything else. So I'll give you an hour and 15 minutes. The basement went from waist water deep to pretty much bone-ass dry by the time I got here.
Well, just to be clear, it was never waste. So, yeah.
now things were, still wet and damp, but pretty much it didn't seem like that big of an. It's. I mean, obviously, it is a big emergency.
Had we not been here, it would have flooded.
Yeah.
Flat out. This has all been destroyed.
And to give you credit, where it was coming from, the carpet probably soaked up a lot of it. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why I cut it up and took it out.
Yeah, in the one room, you probably had a good inch and a half, maybe.
More like 3 or 4 at first in that back corner. Yeah. That was about it. Yeah.
But it wasn't. I was expecting at least, if not waist deep, at least up to your ankle throughout the entire studio and room. And I'm like, all right, this is. So I helped in absolutely no way by the time I got here, because you had a professional here, and I'm like, fine, fuck it, he knows what he's doing.
Well,
just let him go.
My wife used to work property management, and she called the people they call when they have a flood, and they came out with some equipment and a heavier vacuum than I had, which helped save a lot of time getting that stuff out. Basically, our quick actions kept anything from getting ruined.
To give you an example of how bad it was, talking to him, he's like, yeah, we have 9 calls going on right now in this area alone. Like, not metropolitan, just this neighborhood.
Yeah. And Jay, later, he and I looked up videos from downtown in Portland, and cars running through tire deep water and all kinds of shit. It was just crazy. That storm was nuts.
But it was not the I mean, granted, it's your house, you're gonna panic and everything else, but man, your wife did not make you sound good. She's like, it sounded like you froze and didn't know.
No, it was the opposite. I was running like crazy.
Yeah.
And because I was running like crazy, because she was asking me questions, I couldn't answer her because I'm like busy.
Right.
She thought I didn't know what was going on. And I'm with you. My first instinct was first move equipment.
Right.
Second, find source, block it.
Right.
Third, suck up water. And the chaos came when I got the equipment out and started hunting for the water. Some water damage, not water damage, but some water had collected in the mudroom as well, because we were going in and out. And Amber thought there might be a leak in there, and it ended up pouring down the sink, where the sink drain is, into my shop, and then it dripped on all of my electrical equipment that I moved from in here to the shop, and it was dripping right on it. including the microphones we're talking on right now. Luckily, those didn't get ruined, but that's just a weird thing.
Now, here's my favorite part of the evening. As we're drying up this, as they are drying up this little flood fiasco, Rob goes and throws some things in a sink.
Well, that's what I was talking about. That's where the leak came from.
Yeah, you didn't specify.
No, I didn't. Because the insurance people might be listening to this. No, they're not. The claims stopped anyway.
So Rob throws blankets in a.
It's like a big basin sink, like a mudroom sink, literally.
And while he does this, he turns on the water to the sink.
Not knowing that.
And didn't know that.
The way my sink is, the faucet, if it goes around the right direction, it's off it's off the sink, like it pours on the ground.
So now we have leak number 2 coming from the floor.
Yeah, that's the leak for the microphone.
Through the other floor. Through the other floor.
And I'm literally, the water starts coming. The professional guy starts looking at my water heater because I reach up and look at the water. It's hot.
Yeah.
Like, why is hot water busting right now? He thought it was actually the guy that was here thought everything was falling apart.
Right.
And I was like, oh fuck! And as soon as I walked upstairs and realized what happened, I was like, oh son of a bitch. So I got that stopped, and in the meantime, you probably showed up right about then. Actually,
you were gone when I showed up. So.
Oh right, I went to where did I go? I went to the hardware store to get PVC pipe. Basically, the 2 gutters on the west side of our house have one drain to the street, and it plugged.
I also want to say something about the PVC pipe.
Mm-hmm.
So Rob he's retarded with his phone. I don't know what it is, but he knows I'm driving this torrential downpour. He knows I hate answering my phone while I'm driving.
I didn't know you were driving, but okay.
Really?
Amber made it sound like you were at home, whatever. But you're at the store.
But I know what's going on, so he calls me, so I answer real quick and goes, "Hey man, pick up some PVC pipe," and just starts going into all sorts of details. I said, "Text me what you need, and I'll pick it up on my way."
Okay.
So I get here, he's gone. I went to the store. I'm not gonna give any credit because it sucked.
Sorry.
Yeah, that store sucks. So I go to the store to get the PVC pipe, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know what Rob wanted.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Yeah. So I called him. He doesn't answer his phone, of course, because he never does.
Because I'm in the hardware store buying.
And then Amber's like, he's at the hardware store. I'm like, all right, fine, forget it.
So
the point is, Rob sucks with his phone.
Okay.
He can't just text me.
Even in a situation like that, I normally suck with my phone. In that situation, I really am gonna suck with my phone.
Could have been like 2 foot with an elbow. Been like, all right, cool. You know,
3 inch or something. But anyway, that's what I did. I hooked a couple of PVC pipes to the bottom, ran them off like 5 feet, 10 feet out into the yard, and that's the way they are right now. As it turns out, I tried to snake the drain. A friend of ours has a 100-foot snake and didn't do any good. There's basically sitting water in the drain right now. So I'm like, well, I gotta look up alternatives. And as it turns out, the state of Washington has changed its laws regarding rain collection. I was originally planning on putting rain collectors on this house, but at the time, the state law wouldn't allow it. And now it does. In fact, they encourage it. So I'm just going to put 55-gallon decorative water collectors and just bypass the drain entirely. And eventually I'll do that all the way around the house. So in the summertime, we'll have some water to just kind of pour on the lawn because it just inevitably gets hot as fuck, especially like last summer. And we burn a lot of water trying to keep the grass from dying, much less from staying green. So I figured that'd be a good solution to do that. So that was my chaos between really good and really shitty. Now, on the flip side of that, though, Halloween night, I still dressed up, and we still had trick-or-treaters.
He did. And we had about 4 trick-or-treaters.
More like 15. We had more than that.
We had 4 groups.
But that was a record.
15.
That was a record for us. Like, people are gradually starting to come. Here's the other stupid part. I didn't have a chance to set up my projector or my cemetery or any of that stuff. So all they saw were the lights. The lights have been up for like a week. And so the kids still came, and I still had my awesome toy. I dressed up as a Jedi, and I had my new lightsaber, my new Saber Forge. There it goes, tuning up. There we are. Saber Forge Acolyte lightsaber, and I've been meaning to do review on this bad boy, but things kept happening. I was originally going to wear it for Disneyland, and then no, we decided to go as Mary Poppins, and then I was going to have it for Halloween, and then I was going to do the review, and of course we didn't have Halloween really, so I will review that at some point. But yeah, so we had the trick-or-treaters, and
It actually turned out to be a pretty decent night.
yeah, you guys stayed.
Yes.
You and Trina stayed. And we had managed to get a hold of everyone via Facebook or whatever and say, hey, we're canceled. And as it turns out, a lot of people didn't want to go out anyway.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine it. A lot of people were going to show up because of the weather.
Yeah. So we missed our Halloween party this year.
We did.
So, but
I
anyway.
wouldn't say I missed it, Bob.
Can't say I'm missing it, Bob.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Now, if you don't know me, I used to host the Halloween parties, and the first one was fun. The second one, not so much fun.
And then it gradually.
Yeah, I was like, I hate these things. Now that Rob hosts it, I have a little more fun.
Yeah, a little.
Um,
I've got pictures, pal.
Yeah, I have a little bit more fun, but still, he's doing the DJ thing, and I gotta play host and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I don't have like the pressure of.
Well, plus this
And I still clean up in the morning, so
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
do.
So I really haven't gotten out of any responsibilities whatsoever, just the location.
Well, you don't have to worry about damage or anybody leaving your house or whatever. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's what's going on there. So you have nothing to report. Nothing's happened to you in the last month. Nothing interesting at all. No funny anecdotes. Not a bit.
Okay, here's one.
Okay, go ahead.
This is how sad my life is. I realized this yesterday.
Mm.
And I remember we record on Fridays.
Mhm.
So last week, talking on the phone. What are you doing? It's Thursday night. Doing laundry. No big deal. Last night, what are you doing? It's Thursday night. Of course, I'm doing laundry. It's Thursday night, laundry night. This is how predictable my life
But who's
is.
asking you what you're doing?
Trina's asking.
Okay.
I'm like, and I was complaining to this. I'm like, this is how predictable and scheduled my life is.
Yeah.
Thursday night, laundry. You know, it's just like my
You know
life
what?
is that just.
That means you don't have to think about it. That's the Einstein theory.
I
We're
do
the
think
same
about
thing
it.
every day.
I do think about it because all day Thursday I was thinking, today's Thursday, I need to get some laundry done all day. Like, shit.
See, my stuff's
I
not
can't-
that weekly regimented. My stuff is I think at the beginning of the day what I need to get done that day.
Yeah. You know that's I'm like that too. And then I realize it's Thursday, I gotta do some laundry.
Mm.
Like, shit. I don't remember.
Out of undies.
Yeah, like, oh crap. Like, what the hell?
Better do a wash.
So, the most interesting point of my life
Mm.
the past month is finding out how boring and sad my life is.
Do you know what?
the
Though?
past month.
There's something to be said for that.
I do like. I
I'm
do
too
like my
old for
routine.
chaos.
I do like my routine.
Yeah, I'm far too old for chaos.
Yeah.
Remember, we when we were younger, we always did what every guy does in their 20s. We dated chaos. We married chaos. We drank with chaos, and it was just. In fact, I was thinking the other day, somebody I know on Twitter was talking about how she can't believe that when she was younger, she used to get herself home and not remember how she did it, and she'd have blackout drunks, you know, and whatnot. And Nerdy Vic sends her on Twitter. And I responded, yeah, I think about all the ways that I got myself home in my 20s. These dangerous, ridiculous, miles away ways that we got ourselves home from downtown.
Yeah, I was
Much
a little bit like that the other night.
Ooh.
Yeah, a buddy of mine called me up. We made plans to go out. It was last week, and went to this place called Martini, I think, where they serve martinis and.
Yeah, hence the name.
Yeah, and he's like, dude, I don't think you can drive home. Like, I'm not driving home.
Pardon.
And he offered me a ride, and I was like, unfortunately, I had to work the next morning, so I need my truck.
Yeah.
So
That was always your excuse when we were in our 20s too. You're like, your uniform is in your truck. Like, I gotta have my truck with me.
yeah, but this was a little bit different. I actually needed my truck. So, and I did the responsible thing. I didn't drive home. I have a tonneau cover on my truck, and I have a blanket in the back. And cops can't see underneath my tonneau cover. So
Handy.
Yeah. So I just crawled in the back and slept for about 2 hours, about 2.5 hours in the back of my truck.
Wait till all the other drunks leave.
Yeah, wait till all the other drunks leave. Woke up, had some Starbucks.
You know, it's funny you should mention that, actually.
So,
I had myself thinking really something funny today. Here in Washington State, they've passed a law last year that they could sell liquor in the stores, of course. It's massively expensive because they tax so many taxes onto it. It's just nuts. People are all excited about it and then realize, oh shit, I'm paying $10 more a bottle than I was before. But most of the places, because Vancouver, Washington is fucking ghetto, their liquor's locked up in these big cabinets, safe.
Oh yeah.
Other store I'm not going to mention.
They make a little section for the liquor. Right?
For the liquor, and they're in these locked, secure cabinets, and they have these buttons that you push, and they announce to the entire store that there is somebody there at service requested at the premium liquor cabinet. In other words, another fucking drunk needs his liquor. I'm not embarrassed. Obviously, not embarrassed to say I drink. Look at the name of the show.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay. I don't drink excessively. Well, let's put it this way. I don't drink regularly, but when I do drink, it's excessive.
Right.
It's a little excessive.
Right. So. Well, it's like, this is pretty much the only time I drink the entire month.
And now that when we know this is coming, we don't need to drink the rest of the month.
No,
like,
I need to recover from this shit.
Exactly. It takes a month to recover because we're going to do this for 5 fucking hours. But anyway, I'm going through and I'm listening because I decided to get all my food first before I went to the liquor cabinet. Because I don't want to cart the liquor all over thinking, it's kind of, I don't know why, but it's like a little embarrassing, I guess, in the back of my head. It's like, I don't want to walk around with a bunch of liquor bottles in my cabinet.
For me, I don't want some 18-year-old kid to grab it out of my basket.
Good point.
I'd have to go back.
It is Kentucky, after all.
Yeah.
But yeah, also it rattles, like the glass rattles. Like, because I don't get the plastic shit. But anyway, so as I get there, sure enough, I hit the button. There are like 10 people coming in right after me, and we're all waiting. A herd of drunks are waiting at the premium liquor cabinet. And this poor zit-faced kid comes around the corner and goes, "Can I help you?" like the rum, the gold rum there, and the one on sale. Yeah, no, the one, no. Listen to what I'm fucking telling you. Meanwhile, there's some pregnant lady standing next to me, an old couple standing there, another one going, "Oh, that stuff's too expensive. Get the Monarch." Like, fuck. I'm thinking, oh, my gut's hurting just thinking about that.
You are listening to Rum Rants with Rob and Jay on Sterling Broadcasting. These morons can be reached on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and at rumrants@outlook.com. All copyrighted materials are used for review and discussion purposes only. No copyright infringement is intended by members of the Rum Rants podcast or Sterling Broadcasting. Thank you.